was once were blinded.
Lucky hit!
Careful with that fire. We hunt not only to eat, but also to test our skill. Take a look. Be careful out there. Solstheim is full of dangers.
I am waiting for a good death. Yes, were I to simply lay down and die. My time has come. Malachi, as you can see, it has not yet arrived. Indeed, one should find his death while he can still call. We Orcmen are not like these Nords and Imperials who carry on until to cling to something past its usefulness is unseemly. How much more so when that thing is you? You should leave. I don't want you scaring off my good death. If you are not here to grant me a good death, perhaps. Are you sure about this? We shall see. You're mine!
wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the Redoran Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped. I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction. Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind, and I'd hate to lose any more Redoran Guard. We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful. No one knows, really. Superstitious folks say they're the risen forms of those that died long ago, but I'm not so certain. They started attacking the bulwark a few weeks ago. My men were able to kill them, but they keep coming back. We've had 2 other assaults on the bulwark, at different spots on the wall. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like they're becoming more organized and probing it for weaknesses. Exactly. Something has to be directing them against us, and we need to find out who or what it is. I might know someone, or maybe not. I can't remember. I can't. I just can't be sure. I think maybe he had something to do with a temple, a temple here on the island. Does that help? I don't. All I know is that the ash spawn are coming from this direction, so this is as good a place to start as anywhere else. Good thing the farm's been abandoned for a long time. I'd hate to see what they would do to an unarmed farmer and his family. Not sure. I was told it was an old Imperial farm that was wiped out by the eruption of the Red Mountain. Not certain who lived there. It was already a pile of rubble when I arrived in Raven Rock. I've had to muster some more men to protect the mine, but I don't really have a problem with that. Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I say let them try. My men are ready for them. I've had to... Second Councillor Arano is concerned that once word reaches the Reavers that the mine has reopened, they might think about paying us a visit. I wish I could have said the same for my man here. Some of the... Me, I don't care what... I was going to say... I know it isn't the best place to start. Besides, I don't feel... We were searching the farm when the ash... No one... They started attacking the bulwark. We've had 2... I know it sounds crazy. Exactly. I might know... I might know... I can't. No one knows. They started attacking the bull... We've had 2... I know it sounds crazy. Exactly. Something has... Good thing the farm's been abandoned for... Not sure. Not certain who lived there. I've had... Second... I say let them try. My men are ready for them. Have you found something? This is strange. The note says it's from General Falks Carius, but that's impossible. Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive. If General Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm gonna head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults. Be careful. This General Carius sounds out of his mind.
Listen to this one. My nights have been impossible to bear without you. I beg of you, please depart that blasted island. return to solitude at once.
No more. What a fool.
Do you think he's the one we left in the tunnel?
Who cares? Nods all look the same to me.
Wait. Did you hear that? Sounds like those ash spawn are back.
Well, at least if the other Nord returns, they'll take care of him.
Just leave me be. There's something you need. Who told you that? Was it Geldis? I told that idiot not to send me anymore.
It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest.
The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Azador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you. You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise.
When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island.
Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrel.
Who knows how much to reach the door?
Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig. You think I've got that kind of money? No, I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end, but I can't get there without a little kick to start it off. You ever hear of Azador? He was the first great Nord enchanter, maybe even the first human to master elven methods. His best work was buried with him, though. A set that my patron calls the relics are supposed to be down in his tomb. Now, they're old, and they're powerful. A combination like that makes them pretty valuable to certain people. And I happen to know certain people. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold? It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon. Now ain't this a surprise? I'm going to put you down.
Men, an invader... Lord Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire! Men, an invader has entered the fort. Prepare yourselves for an ambush. Fort Frostmoth will never fall. Long live the Empire!
Is near.
breathe your last. There's no escape. That's it? That's all you got? No more! I yield! I yield!
No. Frostmoth mustn't fall. I've failed.
always a pleasure to watch when a man like you walks by.
If you need a ride back to the mainland, Jalen's the only way.
Hold, traveler. You have no business here. Be on your way. Wait. You're one of us, aren't you? A werewolf? Then perhaps you do have business here. Forgive me. I'm Raquel of the Frostmoon Pack. Welcome, brother. Welcome, brother. Since I was born, my parents were members of the Pack, back when Majni's father was Alpha. After they died, Majni and Akar took care of me, taught me to hunt. I'm not as good as they are, but I do my best. Why? Have you seen how they live? They cower behind their walls, afraid of every ash hopper, every netch. No, I'd rather be here, free to hunt, free to live my life as I choose. Good hunting.
You can't take that.
Steal that.
Come on. You're mine.
Hold, traveler. You have no business here. Be on your way. Wait. Then perhaps you do have business here. Forgive me. I'm Raquel of the Frostmoon Pack. Welcome, brother. Help. Since after they died, What? No, I'd rather be here. Free to hunt. Free to live my life as I choose.
Akar, Majni's brother. I hunt, he talks. Go talk to him. Deer, sabers, reeks, boar, bear. I hunt soon. Go bother Majni.
Welcome, brother. It's been too long since we met another who shares our blood. I am Majni, Alpha of the Frostmoon Pack. You are welcome here, so long as you respect our law. Aye, the blood still runs true among some on Solstheim, as it has for centuries. We have chosen to embrace Lord Hircine's blessing. You know it well. The speed and strength of the beast, the thrill of the hunt, the triumph of the kill. This is our purpose, our way of life. So it was for my father, and his father before him, and I welcome any who walk that path. You might find a few others, strays, lone hunters, but ours is the last true pack that remains. Meat, furs, bone, trophies of the hunt, but those are of little use to you. There is one more thing. Since the days of the Great Hunt, our pack has kept a set of rings, blessed by Lord Hircine himself. I sense his favor on you. For you, I will part with them, if you can pay my price. Here, take a look. Hunt well, brother.
Welcome, brother.
It's a fine day with you around.
Through him do we see. Now through them does he speak.
And when the world shall listen.
And when the world shall see. And when the world remembers.
That world will cease to be.
Here in his temple, that they had forgotten.
Isra, can you hear me? You must leave this place! You there, what brings you to this place? Why are you here? I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people, or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people of Solstheim. It makes them forget themselves, and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstheim, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstheim itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. Is someone there?
That world will cease to be.
That they have forgotten.
Here you reclaim. Far from yourself.
Now through him do we see.
Our hands once were idle.
Try. Whether we succeed or not, it'll stir up some of the old blood in this crowd.
I'm not going to lead them to their deaths if they aren't ready.
Then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be preparing to...
I'm not going to lead them to their deaths if they aren't ready.
Then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be preparing to retake the hall. You're having us do neither, and I can't stomach it.
But your stomach isn't my problem. We'll act when I say we do, and not before.
Well, you'd better say something. And soon.
The Master
idle mind
calls.
sleeps.
He draws near. I'm not going to lead them to their deaths if they aren't ready.
then train them. What are we doing here? We should either get used to staying here, or be preparing to retake the hall. You're having us do neither, and I can't stomach it.
Your stomach isn't my problem. We'll act when I say we do, and not before.
Do not speak. Focus is essential. Else the barrier may fall.
Do not disturb us.
Do not speak. Focus is essential. Else the barrier may fall.
Do not break our concentration.
The elders talk of Great Sin is much bigger than our village. But why would anyone need so many buildings? Mother worries when I walk too far from the village. She says a dragon might snatch me up, but I'm not afraid.
supposed to be in the tower?
Won't this summoning work? If you must know, I'm trying to get this Ash Guardian spell to work. Now let me concentrate. Besides, shouldn't you be worrying about the damage to the tower?
Master Neloth has tasked Alenia with repairing the tower. Doing this in the lab, where it would be safer for all of us.
The lab is too small. Also, I need the ashy soil. Master Neloth knows what I'm doing. No need to bother him about it, though. He's quite busy at the moment.
It's on your head if something goes wrong. Let me get back
Ash
inside
Guardian.
first.
Maybe the book has something.
We don't get many visitors. Is there something you need? Tel Mithrin. It's the home of Master Neloth. You may have heard of him. He's a famous Telvanni wizard. In Morrowind, the Telvanni grow buildings from special fungus spores. Master Neloth grew one here to be his home. Don't ask me how. No, Talvis is his apprentice. I'm his steward. I manage the day-to-day affairs of Tel Mithrin. Yes? Talvis is Master Neloth's apprentice. If you're interested in spells, he might be willing to sell you some. Elenia is our alchemist. She specializes in mushrooms and other types of fungus. Ulves runs the kitchens. Until next time.
I don't think you belong here. Does Master Neloth know about you? This is Master Neloth's tower. He's a Telvanni wizard. You've never heard of the great houses of Morrowind? House Telvanni is the house of the Master Wizard, one of the ruling houses of Morrowind. Master Neloth is one of the oldest and most respected members of House Telvanni. Not so much with as for. I am Master Neloth's apprentice. He's teaching me the art of sorcery. Well, he is a very great wizard. It's a great honor for him to have taken me as his apprentice. To be honest, it's horrible. He's very unpleasant and hardly teaches me anything. Sometimes he uses me in his experiments. Even so, I pick up a lot from just watching him. Yes, I'm trying to summon an Ash Guardian. Just having trouble deciphering Master Neloth's handwriting. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to concentrate. Oh, did you need something? Heartstones are only found on Solstheim, as far as I know. Master Neloth believes they may be fragments from inside Red Mountain that were flung here during the huge eruption 200 years ago. I'd better get going. I think that's right.
I hope you're not expecting a meal. I've barely got enough for them that live here.
Yes, Sarah?
You again. Didn't I see you in Raven Rock? This is a Talvani Tower. It's my citadel, grown from the spores of the giant fungus trees found in Morrowind. Back in the homeland, there are other Telvanni wizards that have them as well. The Telvanni are the master wizards of Morrowind. The greatest of us grow magical towers like this one from the mighty fungus trees. Together we form House Telvanni, one of the great houses of Morrowind. The great houses rule what is left of our once proud nation. I am likely the greatest wizard you will ever meet. Who else do you think could create a... If you make yourself useful around here, I might just let you use it.
Two fingers pronated. What's pronated? Oh, rotated. That might work. One day I will inherit his power. It will all be mine. Mark my words. I'd better get going.
Stand aside, Outlander.
Any luck tracking down Esmond? I told him not to head up there. Sounds like the bloody fool got what he deserved. Here, I want you to take this key. Head inside my house and unlock the door in the basement. Help yourself to whatever you like inside. I won't be using it anymore. I've always had a steady stream of work thanks to the Redoran Guard, so it hasn't affected me much. However, I've seen the smile on people's faces, and there's hope around here once again. Something we've been lacking for a long time. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right.
What news do you bring?
Oh, it's a pleasure. The lines are open and the shop is busy. I've never seen him so happy. Thank you. Don't stay away from
Don't be put off by my husband's news.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth? I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Curious' exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock. Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Curious. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful. I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent. All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the ash spawn. Please, go speak to the second counselor as soon as possible.
If you're looking to purchase something, speak to my father, Eccles. I don't know who sent you here, but you've given us something to build on here. I hope... Goodness, it must have been quite difficult tracking those creatures down out there. Here, take these. They should help you during your journeys. Destroying the ash... So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market. It gets lonely. You know, on this remote...
Can I help you?
You've brought Ravenrock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you. You have? You have no idea what this means to me, to my family. Reclamations bless you. Well, you've certainly proven your worth around here to me. Please, accept this gift as a token of my appreciation. Good journey, traveler.
Head over to the retching Netch if the ash has your throat parched.
Thank you for coming. After everything you've already done for Ravenrock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed. The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head. It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions. Now that's just ridiculous. As second councillor, it's my responsibility to protect Councillor Morvain from harm. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that. I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock. Ravenrock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing. Summoning you here was part of my plan. I was hoping you'd be interested in investigating for me. I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes. Traitors. The lot of them. Their collaboration with the Empire may have given them unrivaled political and economic strength, but their hearts weren't with the Dunmer people. Lalu deserved every bit of hatred they received once the Empire released its grasp on Morrowind. Having past ties to the Empire immediately turned them into the scapegoat for the Dhamma people's suffering. They had welcomed the Empire with open arms and benefited from it. When everything was said and done, they were no longer recognized as a great house and were dismissed from the council. I maintain a few contacts in other Dhamma settlements across Tamriel. Most hail from House Redoran, but there are a few from other houses. Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstein. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this I consider vital to House Redoran's survival. During the Oblivion Crisis, gates to the Plane of Oblivion opened all over Morrowind. The Empire pulled most of its forces out of Morrowind to deal with the gates in their own homeland, leaving us virtually defenseless. We had no standing army at the time, just uncoordinated pockets of resistance. House Redoran took charge and was slowly able to build an army. It took years, but it became a force to be reckoned with. When the Argonians invaded years later, House Redoran's army was able to prevent them from sweeping across all of Morrowind. It would be fair to say that House Redoran literally saved the Dhamma people from destruction. Don't worry, you can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
Serve House Redoran or serve no one.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You've brought Ravenrock back from the brink, traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club. Home. How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count. Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now. No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way. Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you. There's an Ulin ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for. What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulins must have been one step ahead and didn't show up. You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up. When a Dunmer is laid to rest, the body is burned and returned to the ashen soil. Since the ash yam is born of the very same soil, it represents rebirth and renewal, the fact that life ends and begins anew. Back in 95, Vila Ulin came to Ravenrock with a plan to take over our town. The Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redoran Guard, and then murder Consular Morvain when we weren't looking. He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that? He underestimated the Redoran Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulin was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulin ancestral tomb.
Good
Safe
journey,
travel.
traveler.
I work for Mogul. You've got a problem, you talk to him.
You've brought so much hope. My husband Vendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned building. If you need a place to stay, head to the Corner Club. This is House Redoran territory. You do well to remember that.
Glover Mallory's the name. If you're looking for a smith, you found one of the best. Either you're here to get showered in sparks, or you're looking for something to buy. Out with it. Steel, dwarven, ebony, the finest weapons and armor. Bring your weapons and armor to me. I'll fix it up right. Yeah.
The
The mines are open and the shop is busy again.
It's busier now that things are starting to look up. I guess I might stay a bit longer after all. Things are picking up for now. All I'm wondering is how long it'll take for House Redorin to begin ignoring us again if the mine runs out of ore for a second time. Just what you see here. If you need any supplies, you know where to find me.
You got a good thing going here now that you've reopened the mines. Don't let it go to waste. Need something?
Milor over at the EM should be still mixing potions if you're seeking that sort of thing. Far west end of town.
Ah, excuse me. I didn't realize there was anyone else here. I presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed. Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead. What do you mean? I thought I was clear. I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit. Please, I don't wish to be disturbed while... Ah, excuse me. I presume this... Forgive my surprise. Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island... What kind of nonsense is that? I'm simply honoring a fellow departed Dunmer, and you... Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to Ah, excuse... I presume this... Forgive my surprise. Since there aren't any Ulans left, what do you mean? I'm simply... Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
Obey our laws, or suffer the consequences.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Your actions here have been a blessing to us all, Sergio.
I hope Geldis proved useful. Have you made any progress? Telesu. Are you sure? So Geldis' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it. I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen. If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck. Telesu is wife to the family patriarch Vendel. They have a single child, a daughter named Miri. They arrived here 10 years ago, and have been nothing but a benefit to Raven Rock ever since. They're quite wealthy, and they've been quite generous by sharing their fortune with the community. They've contributed coin, food, supplies, even helped repair a few of the buildings in town with their own hands. People have mentioned it's a bit odd about how close in age Mary appears to be to her father, but that's hardly a cause for alarm. Just make sure you find solid evidence. If I accuse them without it, I'll be the laughing stock of the colony. Be careful. If the Severans have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
If you're looking for the East Empire Company, they've been gone for over 100 years.
Stop hiding, coward. I'll make it quick. Promise.
Veteran lackey! Cleared out. Careful, Miri.
Stop hiding, coward. I'll make it quick. I promise.
For house someone's in there.
It's all clear. Huh?
Careful, Miri.
For
Someone's
House
come
Ulan.
here with us.
For Villa Ulan. Morgan will pay for this.
It's revenge.
It's not my time.
This may be the frontier, but we've still got rules. Break them.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Did you find any evidence at Severin Manor yet? Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice. Good. I'm going to send 2 of the best Rerenn Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can. If even one of these House Lalu Swits escapes, they won't just be after Councillor Morvain. You've proven devastating to their plans, and they'd stop at nothing to hunt you down. It's time to take the fight to them, and finish this. See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away. Ashfallow Citadel's been abandoned for a long time. Be ready for anything.
Not much contact with others around here. Got the Skull village to the north, but the Nords there keep to themselves.
Yeah? I've been sailing the Northern Maiden across the Sea of Ghosts for nearly 20 years now. Might be time to find a new home port, though, the way things are going around here. May the wind be at your back, friend.
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gallen.
The Northern Maiden is ship-shape, ready to go.
Can't say I'd mind heading out of here. I still need to get paid, of course. Load up, and we'll get underway.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's man.
The Eye of Talos was a fine ship once. Now it lies wrecked off an island just north of here.
And
The Jarls are upset. They don't all support you.
Damn the Jarls.
I'm not much of a strat. If you have any news, excellent. You've done us a great service.
We should
Here
risk
is your
letting
reward.
those milk drinkers put Torik's woman on the throne? She'll hand Skyrim over to the elves on a silver plate.
Go fiddling.
Honor to you, my Thane. Honored to see you again, my Thane. Honored to see you again, my Thane.
I've been looking for you. I got this from a pretty excited-looking dark elf around Raven Rock. He said it was important I got it to you as soon as I could. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Hail, Summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you?
Can't believe Madanak is on the loose again. I hope those rumors I'm hearing about your part in that are wrong. Shh! You mustn't speak about such things away from the shrine. Only you and your dinner guests can know. Can't believe Madanak is on the loose again. I hope those rumors I'm hearing about your part in that are wrong. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back when a fine day. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. If you need anything else, just ask.
What business do college majors have in a place like Southern anyway? It's a place for North men.
What do you need, my Thane?
see you again, friend.
Need something?
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that can be. A place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Out with it. Time is money. You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the got more than you can handle. Got another personal score to settle, and I'd consider it a favor if you'd take the job. Think you can help me out? Whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job.
Something troubling you? Oh, listen. If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done. Good. My clients are getting it. Maven wants this Mark's most prized possession. The bloody fool carries it on his person all the time. So, think you can handle it. Here's everything you need. You get caught, and we've never heard of you.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them. Glad to hear Gullumai got what he deserved. That lizard owes me big for a bad shipment of shadow-banished wine he tried to pass off on me. Mercer's been storming around waiting for you to come back. I think he's finally figured out who's been messing with the guild. Never seen the guy so angry. Better help him out any way you can.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, looks like I'm supposed to allow you to trade it. Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Okay, there you go.
Did you want something?
What do you need?
Need something?
Good morning.
What's going on?
What's on your mind?
Did you want something?
Sorry, lad. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time. Good morning.
If you need pickpocket training, just let me know.
Want to
Come
talk?
back and see
Go
me
ahead.
If you ever need pickpocket training.
I can't believe it. All those years on the farm, and my mother never told me about any of this. Words can't even begin to describe how much I appreciate you bringing this to me. Here, take this. I used to carry it for good luck, but I think you deserve it more than I do. I hope we bump into each other again. Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well.
Need something?
My brother in crime. What do you need?
Damn you!
That's the best you can do?
Honored to see you again, Michael.